Hello everybody. Welcome to today's stream. Saku is not it's not working for some reason. Well, it's not showing up anyway. Give me a sec. How weird is that? How weird is that? Well, with that to go, without further ado, again, welcome to today's stream. So yeah, it's Saku Day again. So, you know Saku Day by now. Saku love blues of the cherry blossoms, and then we do Sakunut of rice and ruin. I was tempted not to stream today, I have to say. I've seen Korone playing Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and I was like, wow, a game from my childhood, I'd really like to watch her play that. But, you know, if I let VTubers distract me from my duties, then, you know, I can't do it all the time. Now, I listened back to myself before and noticed that I was a bit loud. You know, the peak of my voice got really high, and so I've turned the volume of my microphone down a little bit. Hopefully, I've found a good level. After school, after smoothly going through the ceremony and homeroom, I'm now at the infirmary. Of course he is. It's his job. Went off without a hitch. And on your side? Fair enough. Everything was as usual then. There's nothing more delightful than an uneventful and peaceful infirmary. What about that girl from before? I do wonder what happened to her to make her pass out like that. Maybe it's something similar to Mio. Or maybe anemia, you never know. Soka. According to her diagnosis, it was only lack of sleep. Okay, I can relate to that, jeez. And when you have lack of sleep for so long and then you end up getting more sleep, you just feel even more tired, and that's pretty much what's happened to me. Although drinking this monster probably doesn't help, even though I've got a zero sugar version. But you know, it's the caffeine in it. We went our separate ways just as we left the infirmary, so we didn't even talk much. Is that right? Yeah, student council president and all that. You seem to know her rather well. Oh man, I would have loved to have seen that speech. No, apparently. Something urgent came up. The vice president held the speech instead. However, it turned out to be a desperate appeal of everyone, let us eat more instead. God damn it, so you chubby chaser. So it was indeed what you would call a ridiculous speech. That's probably why the student council is known for that, eh? To begin with, why is it that she's wearing a different uniform than everyone else? That's a bit of a weird reason. Because it doesn't look good on her, seriously? And she can just do that for a personal reason like that? Ah, yes. Close to the seat of influence. Makes perfect sense. Meaning she can get away with one or two selfish demands, huh? It's more that she's interested in him, but that's not it. It's just that she caught my eye because she's so extremely striking. Telling someone she just met to become friends? I don't think I'd be able to do that. No, you wouldn't. You're a bit of an antisocial bugger, aren't you? Thinking back upon our conversation in the hallway, her smile also comes to mind. It should have been something like this.
おいユーマ、気色悪い笑い方をするな。
God damn it. Why are you doing that? You're talking to yourself when you said that. How can you say that to a student?
お前は普段から表情が硬いんだよ。たまに笑うと歪んだ顔に見えて気色悪い。
Yeah, probably a bit like awkward. Strained face? Me? Well, yeah, I can just picture his face. Just with his mouth, just only one corner of it's just like twitching like
ああ、お前がだ。鏡の前で笑ったことはあるか？
Oh yeah, you should probably do that if you've never done it before, mate. Probably hilarious. I don't think people would normally think of checking their own smile.
なら、今度見てみるといい。驚くぞ。
Oh yes, I'm sure we'll get to see it too. Is it really that bad?
ああ、そこまでだ。表情さえ動かさなければいい男に見えるんだがな。
Keep it neutral, basically. Keep it neutral and you look perfectly handsome. Doesn't exactly make me happy to get praise that's phrased like that.
ジンポウも似たようなもんだ。口さえ開かなきゃいい女なんだがな。
She's quite quirky though. That was certainly something I picked on. With that, she casually sews in a compliment towards Jinpo-senpai. Maybe. I can't really relate.
分かってやれ。あの性格だからいろいろと損をしているんだよ。
Yeah, I can see that. That's so. I think she's also the type who loses out quite a lot due to her choice of words. If she keeps her mouth shut, she could actually easily get herself a guy or two. Well, work's over, I guess I'll be going then. But then, Jinpo is quite interesting, isn't she? You know, quirky, you know, that's not a bad thing. Finishing what I was doing during our conversation, I take off the coat and fold it neatly together.
私も今日はこれで上がるから家まで車で送ってやろうか？
I'll pass on that. You should take your time and relax when work is finally over.
そういうことばっかり言ってるからお前は賞金首なんかにされるんだ。
He says it completely, you know, casually. Yeah. He's a lady killer. もういいか。
気をつけて帰れよ。
Ah, see you. See you later. By the time I leave the school building, the veil of darkness is already approaching the sky. Aoi-san is probably getting worried, so I better get home quickly. After that brief thought, my exchange with Jinpo-senpai suddenly comes to mind again.
どうして私を助けたのかなとか、一体どうして君はそういう子に育ったのかなとか。
I just find this weird. It's like he's being haunted by a ghost or something. You could have just speech bubbled her or something, right? The reason I became this kind of person. Huh? Putting my hands onto my throbbing chest, I let my thoughts spin around that question. It's nothing complicated. The reason is simple. What? Excuse me, what? As I happen to look up at the cherry blossom trees in full bloom, something that happened in a distant past resurfaces. And, as if to talk to this phantom of my past, I mutter, "This is the life you granted me. I will not waste it. I will use this life for the sake of others. I have to live my life to its fullest, until the final moment. Right? Yaro." I hope we'll meet again someday. I know that I won't meet her so easily. That is because the person in question is... Oh, thanks for that. Leave us in suspense, why don't you? Well then, I should go home before Aoi-san actually calls me. That evening, or later that night... As I reach our house, I tilt my head in puzzlement. Is that a box? That's because there's a huge cardboard box in front of our house. Yeah, it did stick out to me. Even though I don't think we've seen the house unobscured, I did think that box looks a bit weird. What is that? Did Aoi-san order something online? First of all, I can't exactly leave it here like this without checking it. Slowly, I carefully approach. By the looks of it, it isn't sealed. Pardon me. No sound, are you serious? Okay. This is weird. Yeah, I had a feeling that'd be the case. I mean, I was having... Oh, no. Oh, what have I done? I pressed the wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, I did think... It's been 10 minutes. There's a lot to go back through. Anyway, it's all fine now. And inside is... Oh, look at that. She's so adorable. She got a little fox. A kid?
いえ、セクシーガールですが。
Is that right? That's so. As I'm about to close the cardboard box again, the kid raises her voice.
決して怪しいものでは。
Saying that makes you even more sketchy, little girl. And that now makes her appear all the more sketchy. And that goes double for that ridiculously large sharp object in her hand. Say, that thing you have there. Eh? Looking at it closely, it's a large scythe. Holy shit, why does a kid have a scythe?
これは草刈りをしていましたので。
You what? If she has such a scythe, could she possibly be a...
本当に怪しいものでは。
I mean, she is pretty cute. I would consider her not sketchy, but unfortunately she is the epitome of sketchy. You think I'd believe you given the situation? Oh no, he's gonna make her cry, no! That pitiful look won't get you anywhere. Not with Yuma, he's a cold, heartless son of a bitch.
あなたも好き者ですね。
Wait, what? Are you... She's showing his leg? Don't try to seduce me with your bare leg that completely lacks seductiveness.
この世の中、信じられるものは何もありません。
There is an audience who would like that. Definitely. Which is no reason to suddenly give me a so what attitude.
どうすればいいのでしょう。
How do I make you not think I'm sketchy? That's what I want to ask here. It was obvious at first glance that she's not an ordinary girl. The question is, what exactly her true identity is. Anyways, get out of that box. If you don't, I'll tape it shut and send it to an isolated island. Well, at least he wasn't going to set it on fire.
それはあんまりだと思います。
Oh, I'm sure you have wings, so you'll be able to fly back, right? All the while holding the scythe, the strange girl slowly crawls out of the box. Oh, her wings are waving! Oh! So, what have you been doing in that box?
段ボール暖かいです。
That doesn't really answer my question.
打つんですか？
No, I couldn't hit you. You're too cute. I have no intention of exerting violence against the little girl. More importantly, I point to the object in her hands and ask, what's with that huge scythe?
ですからこれは草刈りに使います。
With that face, how can anyone believe you? You think I'd actually believe that?
思ってません。
Then why bother? At any rate, don't stay here any longer and just go home already. I mean, you obviously can't enter the house.
帰るところありません。
Oh no, homeless. You don't have a place to return to. What about your parents?
いません。
Then where are you living?
段ボール暖かいです。
Cardboard box, of course. You already said that. While arranging pieces of information in my head, I decide to ask her about what has been occupying my mind the most. Say, what exactly are you and why did you come here for? In response to my blunt question, the mysterious cardboard girl tightly grips the hilt of her scythe.
私は
Just tell me the truth. As long as it isn't anything completely ridiculous, I promise I won't get mad or surprised.
わかりました。
Oh yeah, because this is gonna end well. The cardboard girl nods slightly and fixes her eyes on me.
私は恋の妖精です。
Prepare to vet violence!
本当です。信じてください。
You just made that up, didn't you?
違います。本当に恋の妖精なんです。
Which brings us to the one big question here. Why does an angel of love need a big, massive scythe? That seems like something to cut the ties of love, if anything. She desperately insists.
私はあなたの恋を叶えに来ました。
Is that right? Sorry, I haven't been interested in that ever since.
知ってます。
And what does a love fairy want with me then?
それは
The conspicuous scythe that's larger than me in size constantly draws my attention. What does she need a scythe that huge for? The only thing that's certain is that she doesn't use it to cut grass. I heave a small sigh. Clear away that cardboard box. Ignoring the little girl, I try to enter the house.
でも
She directs her voice towards my back as I'm about to leave.
恋をしたら変わると思うんです。
Oh yes, I'm sure it would. He's got to be receptive to it first though.
今より幸せになれると思うんです。
What's this little girl saying?
だから恋をしませんか？
Seriously, I don't get this girl. Don't loot the lolly, I'd never do that. Enough with that. Gazing at her scythe, another small sigh escapes me. I never heard of a love fairy wielding a scythe. In my knowledge, there is only one being that uses a huge scythe. That would make her the one being with the most distant relation to love. You're lying, aren't you? What you are isn't a love fairy, but rather
兄さん、帰ってきてるの？
Callie. Yeah, it could be a Grim Reaper.
やっぱり帰ってきてたんだ。外から兄さんの声が聞こえた気がして。
It's the little sister, Konami-chan. Kawaii. I turn towards the familiar voice of my sister. But the moment I shift my gaze back again,
兄さん、この大きい段ボールは？
she fled, didn't she? God damn it. その... The strange girl, who had been standing there until a moment ago, is now gone. I'll put that cardboard box away later. It's already dark. Let's go inside. Suspicious Oni-chan. Hey, don't try to read my mind.
そんなに万能じゃないよ、私は。
Was I just daydreaming or something? As I urge Konami into the house, only the cardboard box reflected at the edge of my vision asserts the fact that it was a reality. Well, that was an interesting little exchange. Also, that girl in the flashback couldn't be Callie, otherwise, Callie doesn't have angel wings, even though she's quite an angel when she feels like it. When I went outside after some time, the box was already gone. The little girl who claimed to be a love fairy was also nowhere to be seen. That makes me doubt whether it was reality or not even more. That aside, it's already past dinner time. I'm currently keeping my sister company in her room. Or rather, she made me keep her company. Playing shogi? How's this? When my sister's usually expressionless face warps, it lets me know that I made a good move. Or rather than just a good move, I see. I might have won with this. Want to take your move back?
兄さん、真剣勝負の世界には待ったなんてないよ。
Honestly, man, she wants to play by the rulebook. Then what?
参りました。
Hey, we won! I won my first game of shogi. Konami's declaration of defeat marks the end of today's shogi match. Playing a game of shogi like this is part of our brother-sister interaction, and so it's inherently part of our family's daily life. Although, a lot more often than me inviting her, she's usually the one who comes challenging me.
私のケイマさんが。
Rip Knight. You really like that piece, huh? The knight, I mean.
だって動き方が面白くてプリティだし。
Okay. I can't really tell. She likes it to the extent that she becomes depressed the moment one of her knights is taken, drastically worsening her gameplay. Because of that, whenever we play shogi, she places more importance on it than her king in a way. Excuse me. Of course, it goes without saying that I make it my primary target as soon as the game begins.
それじゃあ一枚脱ぐね。
Hey, don't disgrace the sacred game of shogi with your weird rules.
でもそういう決まりじゃなかった？
I don't think we did. Didn't you come up with that all by yourself, though?
記憶にございません。
Of course you would. Saying that, she tries to undress again. Excuse me! Please! I'm telling you to stop it. If you want a penalty game that much, treat me to a pack of juice next time or something.
それは構わないけど。お兄さんは女体に興味がないの？
Not if it's his sisters, I don't think he does. It's just that I'm not interested in the naked body of my sister.
母の裸は？
Oh, that's a whole different ballgame. Neither. Boo, Yuma, you suck.
母と妹以外の裸は？
Well, of course I am. She appears a bit surprised in response to my frank statement.
女性に興味があったんだ。
I guess you could see that as an admission of that. Isn't that obvious? You thought I was free of earthly desires or something?
思ってた。
He does come across that way. Sorry, but I'm just your normal, average adolescent guy.
一般的な年頃の男子は妹のパンツを見てハーハー言わないと思う。
Wait, you do that, Yuma? Who are you talking about?
今朝の兄さん、まるで獣みたいな目で私のことを見てたから。
Is that so? Yuma? I don't think I did.
昨べも寝ている妹の部屋に忍び込んでこっそり下着を持って行ってたし。
Nani? Chotto mate. When again did that nonsense happen?
今朝見た夢。
Oh, in your dreams? Oh, okay. Oh wow, she actually dreamt of that or what? Don't just change your dreams into reality.
大丈夫。兄さんをからかってるだけだから。
Look at reality before you tease people with things from your dreams.
よく見えないの。特に盤面が。
Well, if you focused on the whole board rather than just the knight piece, you'd probably be a much better shogi player. Making a depressed face, Konami diverts her eyes from the lost game. I'll help you put it away.
ありがとう、兄さん。
She instantly breaks into a smile, making me wonder where that gloomy expression she wore disappeared to. And that is despite the fact that I'm the one who won the game. Mataku. I can only praise her personality.
そうだ、兄さん。あさっては時間ある？
The day after tomorrow? The usual thing? Alright, I don't have any plans anyway, so I'm fine.
ナオさんの手伝いは？
There's no problem if I finish everything up tomorrow.
今日の帰りは遅かったから、お手伝いが忙しいのかなって思ったんだけど。
Don't worry, he's just the love counselor. I already finished most of it, so it won't take that long anymore.
そっか、ならいいけど。葵さん、兄さんの帰りが遅いって心配してたよ。
Which explains the extra long hug from before.
私もハグしてあげようか。
I'll pass on that for the sake of your future. What do you mean by that, Yuma?
残念。
Why won't you let your sister hug you? Come on. You'll eventually meet the person you can hug. Bear with it until then. Wow, he's quite cold, isn't he? That's your sister, dude. Hugging your sister isn't a bad thing that you shouldn't do.
兄さんにも？
Putting the last piece away, I place the box containing the pieces to my side and move my hand towards Konami's head. Not until you get a boyfriend.
すると兄さんは一生ハグする相手が現れないと。
You gotta love how everyone he knows does not seem to be interested in love. You don't intend to get a boyfriend for the rest of your life?
今のところそんな予定はないよ。昔みたいに兄さんに面倒見てもらうから。
Back then? You mean like when you were little?
毎日私の体を気遣ってくれて嬉しかったな。
He may not be interested in love, but a lot of the people around him seem to care a lot about him. He's quite lucky in that regard. But you're completely fine now, so I take it Konami was a sick child.
ピンピンしてる。
Then how about you get a boyfriend? If it goes on like this, you'll make Aoi-san cry, you know.
兄さんの同罪でしょ？
Yeah, man, you really are. Naturally, when she plays this card, I'm unable to talk back. Pretty ungrateful to our parent, the both of us.
心配させないようにしないとね。
Daro. As I pet Konami's head, she makes a cheerful smile. Gazing at her cheerful face, I also naturally...
いい笑顔だね。
Okay, so now he says he has a creepy face, but Konami says she has a nice smile. A smile?
今、私を撫でながらニコって。
I can imagine head patting the cute little sister is very therapeutic. Which reminds me, I've been told that my smile was disgusting. What do you think?
別に、そんなことないと思うよ。
Suka. Of course it isn't. There was probably something wrong with that woman's eyes, that's all.
でも、たまに変か。
Weird? In what way?
変というか、歪んでる？
There you go. There's the confirmation. Strained. Right. She also said something about it being strained and stiff.
お店で店員さんに接客してもらってる時とか、たまにだけどね。
Isn't that just natural to sort of like put on a smile for someone even if you don't really feel like it? That's so. I don't have any self-awareness regarding that, but if Konami says so, I suppose it has to be true.
多分だけど、葵さんも知ってると思うよ。
Because I also made that smile when the three of us were together?
うん。
Oof. Soka. There seems to be something wrong with my smile after all.
ちょっと待って、ゆうまくん、コナミちゃん。
Are they going to see the real mother's grave or something? The parents' grave? What's the matter?
それは私のセリフだよ。いきなりこんなところへ連れてきて。何か問題でも？まだお洗濯が残ってたのに。
I still have a lot of laundry to do. I need to get in touch with the repairman though, because my washer dryer is not functioning effectively. Let's say Sunday. Konami and I brought Aoi-san to the town center. Well, if it's just that, Konami and I will do the laundry when we get home.
ゆうまくんとほなみちゃんが？葵さんの下着は私が担当しますので安心してください。
Even though he's not interested in her underwear. Madman.
そうなんだ。残念そうですね。違うの。ゆうまくんに下着を洗われたいわけじゃないよ。
Oh, Aoi-san. I wouldn't mind, actually.
そんなダメだよ、ゆうまくん。
There's no need to be shy about it. You're my mother, after all.
母親。そっか。
Oh, you don't see me as a woman, eh? Is that how it is? I see what it's like.
まだ女として見られたいお年頃ですか？
Well, Martin, that was awfully kind of you. I'm sure she appreciated that.
そんなことないよ。これは息子の成長を喜ぶ母親としての感情でね。
Is that right?
はい、ちゃんとわかってますから。本当だからね。つまり兄さんに全部選択させればいいんですよね。
Don't just try to casually push all the work on me.
本当にわかってる？
It's hard to believe, isn't it, whether they really do understand or not. As she watches Aoi-san, Konami makes a gleeful expression. So, regarding the reason we brought you here, I lightly poke Konami's head while explaining to her. A little present from us siblings is for always working so hard for our sake.
プレゼント？もしかして。
Birthday?
今日の炊事洗濯はすべて兄さんと私に任せてください。
Aww. We'll also treat you to lunch, although it has to be something we can afford with the pocket money we have.
せっかくのお休みですし、目いっぱい楽をしてください。
Well, I'm sure. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm sure she appreciates that. It's the unmistakable truth that we're indebted to her. All the two of us can do in return for always being protected by her are small things like these. Therefore, weaving all our feelings of gratitude together, we... Arigatou gozaimashita, Aoi-san.
ありがとうございます。
Bow our heads to her like this.
うまく。ほなみちゃん。
As Aoi-san gazes at us, her eyes gradually become wet.
二人とも大好き。
With that, Aoi-san's demonstrated her vehement love towards us with a hug. Aww, it's wholesome fun.
お腹いっぱい。
After eating lunch, we were walking along the main street side by side. It's a pedestrian-only street stretching forth from the station. There are all sorts of large and small shops lined up along the street. Today especially, young families and couples catch the eye.
葵さん、ご機嫌ですね。お母さんは大満足だよ。
But if you're already this happy over visiting a family restaurant, it kind of makes me want to take you out somewhere even better next time.
今度は高級レストランでも行く？
But could they afford it unless they scrape their pocket money? Right, that just might be a good idea.
値段は関係ないの。二人がもてなしてくれていることが嬉しいんだから。そういうものですか？
It's the love that she loves.
そういうものなの。
Aoi-san displays a very satisfied smile. Going out together like this isn't rare for our family. As long as Konami and I have the time and money for it, we do this quite often. And of course, we also spoil her on her birthday and on Mother's Day as much as we can.
喜んでもらってよかったね、兄さん。
Yeah, I'm glad we went out like this.
じゃあ次はお母さんが息子と娘にご褒美あげちゃうね。
Is that necessary? Reward us?
というわけで、まずはコナミちゃん。私？さあ、お洋服を見に行きましょう。
Come here.
兄さん助け。
Oh, just let her have this. Swallowed by Aoi-san's momentum, Konami is dragged away. But, well, seeing her enjoying it to this extent, I once again keenly feel that taking her out like this is more than worthwhile. I suppose this level of exaggerated interaction is probably just right for our distorted parent-child relationship. And I think accepting this maternal love she showers us with is also our job. Right, maternal love. The two of us don't know what that really is. Our real mother died when we were still too young to perceive things. According to our deceased father, she died right after giving birth to Konami. Oof. So while going out together like this is for Aoi-san's sake, it is in fact also for Konami's and my sake at the same time. Our parents. I'm really grateful to Aoi-san. Or rather, I couldn't be grateful enough. I think we're receiving more from her than we could possibly repay her. And that's why I want Aoi-san to always, no, not only Aoi-san. I want the people important to me to always remain smiling. These are my plain, bare-boned feelings. I never want that again. Right. I don't want to experience something like that ever again. Screeching tires loud enough to rupture my eardrums. The moment I thought I perceived that, I was already flying through the air. Oh shit. And then, accompanied by a dull impact, I crashed onto the ground. It happened in an instant, so at that time I wasn't able to comprehend what had occurred. Whenever I tried to move, pain would course through my body. As I warped my face in response to that pain, the smell of blood wafted up my nose. Then I finally realized where all the blood was coming from. Is this my blood? Why am I lying on the ground bleeding? As I thought that, hurried footsteps approached. Before long, I could make out that someone was talking to me. But at that time, my vision and hearing failed me, and I was neither able to hear nor see clearly. Damn it. I can't move. Burying my face in it, I slowly sank into the hard, cold asphalt. And then I somehow realized it. Am I going to die? Slowly, I closed my eyes. Before me spread a world devoid of pain and suffering. If I remained like that, I would come to be at ease. I was naturally able to perceive that.
ねえ、君はそれでいいの?
Suddenly, I heard that voice. Very kind and yet very sad. A mysterious voice containing various emotions. In response to that question, I tried to squeeze out a reply. Oh my. I don't want this. Answering this way with all the strength I could muster, I opened my eyes. There I saw. I don't think he's getting isekai'd. I think he's just getting a second chance at life. Red eyes, beautiful hair, a huge scythe. That strange girl, different to any I had seen before, looked down on me with a sorrow-ridden expression. Who are you?
私はね、死神。
Oh, look, it's one of Callie's associates. Soul Reaper.
そう、死神。あなたには私が見えるんだね。
I didn't understand what she meant.
死神が見えるのはね、今から死ぬ人だけなの。だからね、あなたは
I'm going to die? The girl gave a light nod. What came to mind at that time were Dad and Konami's faces that should be waiting for my return. I don't want to. I can't. For some reason, a very clear, realistic vision of their smiles, freezing solid, surfaced in my mind.
ねえ、そんな顔しないで。苦しくないから。死んだら楽になれるから。
I don't know what kind of face I was making back then. But... you... too... I realized. Why are you making that face?
そんな顔って、私、どんな顔しているの？
As if you're about to cry. Right. It was a face that appeared at a loss at what to do.
そっか。うん、そうかも。だって私、あなたに死んでほしくないから。
I assume he's still a fairly small child at this point. Even though you're a Soul Reaper?
うん。死神なのにね。本当に私ってこういうの向いてないな。
Notwithstanding my current situation, I felt sorry that it might have been my fault that she was wearing such a sad expression.
やっぱり悲しい顔より笑顔が見たいんだ。
Definitely sounds like you're in the wrong line of work. For some reason, I couldn't bear to see her like that, so I tried to muster all my strength to form a smile. But I'm quite sure I wasn't able to do well.
ありがとう。優しいんだね。
After that, she tightly closed her eyes and seemed to briefly ponder over something.
ねえ、助けてあげようか。
Something tells me that that's not something she's supposed to do. I thought I was going to die.
うん。あなたの命はここで尽きるわ。だからね、新しい命をあげる。
Like a phoenix rebirthing from its ashes.
ここに一つあげられる命があるから。
Huh? In the hazy state of my mind, I wasn't able to grasp the meaning of her words.
でもね、一つだけお願いしてもいいかな。
What is it?
悲しい顔はもう嫌だから、私の代わりにみんなを笑顔に。
My memories of the girl ends there. Ah, so she gave her life, or whatever a Reaper's life is worth to give him a second life. Okay. In hindsight, I wasn't even able to tell whether it had only been a dream or reality. When I regained consciousness, I was lying on a hospital bed. I remember seeing various tubes and machines being attached to me. And the first thing that entered my sight were Dad and Konami's crying faces. Gome nasai. It simply made me incredibly sad that I had caused someone to cry. Imagining that I was actually supposed to be dead, their tears felt all the more painful and heavy, wringing my heart. I'm alive, so all the while trying to somehow convey that all I could desperately wish for was, I want you to smile. On the way home, after being dragged around by Aoi-san, who wanted to pay us back.
お洗濯する時間もうないね。
Oh dear. Well, that ruined that plan, didn't it?
乾燥機もあるし大丈夫。帰ったらいっぱい洗濯していっぱい乾燥させちゃおう。
Okay, that works out anyway, doesn't it? No, we will do that.
ゆうまくん、お母さんの下着に興奮するのはまだ早いと思うの。
Oh no. You're attractive, alright, and you're barely much older than him, so it's fine. Don't worry, I won't.
そんな
Oof. Oh dear, Aoi-san, you walked right into that one.
葵さん兄さんは母と妹以外の女体にしか興味ないそうです。
I think it's natural to be interested in girls other than one's family, though.
嘘。
You sound so disappointed. What's with that reaction?
ゆうまくんはそんな彼女がもういるの？
I don't.
本当に？兄さん歴の長い私によれば、兄さんに彼女がいないのは事実です。
Yep, so you're fine. You're fine, Aoi-san. I don't think there's a problem with that.
ゆうまくんモテないの？こんなにかっこいいのに？いえ、モテモテです。
Hey, don't just answer in my stead.
不純意性行為よね。ダメよ、ゆうまくん、モテちゃダメ。
Aoi-san, please calm down. So I may neither be popular nor unpopular.
ゆうまくんは私のものってことですよね、葵さん。
That's certainly what it seems like to me.
そういう意味じゃなくて。
Well, you know, you made it sound like that, Aoi-san. I'm sorry. Don't make it worse, Konami.
それよりゆうまくん、彼女さんがいないのは本当なの？
Ah. True.
そう。わかった。それなら信じるね。
Glad to hear that.
でもね、ゆうまくん、コナミちゃんも。はい。
What is it? Seeing Aoi-san's solemn countenance, we straighten ourselves.
今日みたいなこと、すごく嬉しいんだよ、本当に。
Aoi-san pauses there and displays her usual gentle expression again.
本当ならね、私よりももっと自分のことに時間を割いてほしいの。
Aw, she doesn't need payback for taking you in. These are probably her feelings as a woman. And likely, also those as a mother of 2 kids.
だからね、年相応に遊びに行ったり、彼氏や彼女を作って青春を謳歌したり。未熟なお母さんだけど、そう思っちゃうんだ。
Hey, you sound rather immature to me. Konami and I exchanged glances. Both of us have an expression resembling a wry smile, because neither of them are really interested in that stuff. For one, that's because her concern perfectly hit the nail on the head. But besides that, Aoi-san, is it wrong if we consider our time with you as something precious?
それは、でもね、ゆうまくん。
Both Konami and I know with whom we want to spend our precious time.
兄さんの言う通りですよ、葵さん。
Yeah.
二人とも。大好き。
Group hug! Yay! Gwah!
無事。こんなにできた子供を持ってて、私嬉しい。
Oh, I almost feel like I'm part of this hug too, and it feels nice. Calm down, Aoi-san. Tapping one of her arms that is squeezing my head, I let her know that she's overdoing this.
ごめんね。ギュッてしすぎちゃった？
Having realized what I tried to convey, Aoi-san releases us in a hurry. Kanami?
うぐ。
Emitting an evidently unnatural sound, Kanami collapses with a thump. Oh no, she did!
コナミちゃん！コナミちゃん！
Oh no! Mataku. I distance myself from these two, who are performing this kind of skit in the middle of the street, and gaze upon the cherry blossom trees that are in full bloom. Then an almost caressing, gentle wind blows, letting cherry blossoms petals dance in the air. As I trace their trajectory, my gaze naturally shifts towards the vast sky. Hey, are you watching me? I direct those words to someone who isn't here. Thanks to you, it looks like I'm able to make everyone smile. Relating to my distant past, I address these words of the life that is quietly pulsating within my chest. Arigato. I died once. I still don't know whether what I saw that day was only a dream or reality. But there's one thing I know for sure. And that is, I want to use this life that has been granted to me on that day to protect the smiles of the ones important to me. Will the next time we meet be when I die again? If I can, I'd at least want to thank her with a smile on my face. Well, from the sound of it, she gave her life to you, so I don't think you would be able to see her again. Unless you closed your eyes and just looked deep within yourself. Because she's the reason I'm able to protect my and everyone's happiness. Is there a way to meet her? Suddenly, I remember that other strange little girl I met the other day. Could she be that Reaper's rebirth? I wonder. Maybe she knows something about her. Nah. Shaking my head, I cast off that thought.
ゆうまくん、そろそろ行きましょう。
Ah, hi! After turning to the voice that called out to me, I look up at the sky one more time and mutter, Bye. I'll be back again. And so I set off, praying that I'll be able to meet her again someday. You might already have met her again. Unless all Reapers have the same scythe. As we reach our home, a rather familiar object happens to be there. Oh look, it's the box again.
あれ？門の脇に不審な物体が。
It's that cardboard box from before.
また段ボール？またって？おとといも似たような段ボールを家の前で見かけまして。ねえ、兄さん。
Now that you mention it, yeah, there was. Oh, he's pretending he's just remembered.
あれってどうしたの？
When I went outside to put it away, it was already gone. But be that as it may, what should I do now? I don't want to cover for that little girl, but if it only caused trouble if she appeared before them.
これって、あの時と同じ段ボールかな？
Nah, I don't think it is.
もしかしたら宅配の途中なのかもしれないね。でもその割には宛名とかないみたいですよ。
Nope, it's just a big empty box like a homeless person would sleep in.
あ、本当だ。どうしようか。
It's okay. I'll confirm what's inside. See if you can go inside the house first.
ゆうまくん、でも。
Don't you have to put the ingredients for dinner into the refrigerator?
言われてみれば、アイスが溶けてしまいます。
Well, it's not going to melt that quickly. It's nighttime, isn't it? And spring. It's not the warmest season. Nice one, Konami. Her love towards her favorite ice cream that even made her put it into the shopping basket without asking just saved time. Well, you heard her. So can you just leave this to me?
そっか。わかったよ、ユウマくん。
Seems like no one's gonna meet little girl, are they?
それじゃ兄さん、あとはよろしく。先に戻って晩ご飯の準備しておくからね。
Okay, you do that. And so Konami and Aoi-san return home slightly ahead of me. Now then. After waiting until they shut the door behind them, I position myself in front of the cardboard box. Well, it's already clear what's inside though. Oh, that's adorable. Thought so. Just as expected, having opened the box, I spot the little girl from before sitting inside of it.
出直してきました。
Hello! Now there is even a self-introduction politely written on the cardboard box.
これ、読んでくれてますか？
Ah, I did. Seems she absolutely wants me to recognize her as a love fairy. I'm not a soul reaper, I'm a love fairy. Looks like the same box you used the day before yesterday. Is it that warm?
暖かいです。
Nah, you're a soul reaper, aren't you? But the little soul reaper girl still shakes her head. Then she points to the letters written on the box, indicating that I should read on. Or I should read it. I've already read that.
驚かないんですね。
That's because we've met before. What's your name?
ティナ。
Tina! Ah, from the opening sequence, I see. Ah, splashback. Ah, my nose. Ugh. Sorry about that. I just felt like asking, but it honestly comes as a little surprise that she actually does have a name. Your occupation?
恋の妖精です。
One that's awfully into cutting grass at that, huh? That scythe doesn't match her childlike appearance. When I saw it for the first time, I immediately understood. This little girl is the same as that girl who saved my life in the past. There you go, he actually does realise, okay. That's right, she's a soul reaper. Tina, was it? What did you come here for?
あなたに折り入ってご相談が。
Counsel me?
その、恋をしませんか？
God damn it. I already said so before. I'm not interested in that. Gomen.
今はそうでも、未来はわかりません。
That is true. The future is a mystery until we actually live it. Tired. Sorry, I'm so tired. A Soul Reaper talking about the future. That in itself is nothing but comical. That's because in actual fact, their job is to block people's paths to their futures and then rob them of it in its entirety. Is someone about to die soon?
違います。
Soka. It's not like I can totally trust her words, but be that as it may, I still breathe a sigh of relief in my mind.
私は、あなたに恋をしてほしいです。
Oh no, the lolly's using a pouty face. The ultimate weapon of a lolly. Why?
幸せになってほしいから。
Me? Happy?
はい。恋をすれば、笑顔になれると思うんです。
Smile.
悲しい顔より、私は笑顔が見たいです。
Repeating what the angel, the Reaper of the past said, I think this is evident this is that same one. She says these words to me. Her words overlap with those of the girl that I met long ago. I wonder why. The moment I realized it, I was already moving my hand towards the little girl named Tina. As I rub her head, I somewhat marvel at the fact that I can touch her. Now you see, this is what lollies are for. They're for head pats. Head pats only. No looting. Like Martin's saying, no lewd's the lolly. Well, that's because she's a supernatural being. Leaving that aside, you're pretty cold.
ずっと外にいましたので。
But you said the cardboard box was warm. Oh, pardon me. Is that really the reason for it?
今度はあなたの恋で温めてください。
She's not gonna give that up, is she?
そうすれば、きっと私もあなたもポカポカです。
She's starting to give me a headache. Who, other than me, would bother with this girl who's basically doing nothing but spout nonsense? This is so damn ridiculous.
だから恋をしませんか？
Ah. I must look like an idiot right now. I'm sure of it. It should be more than clear to me that she isn't the same girl I met back then, and yet I still ask her for some reason. Hey, do you have a place to stay? Other than that box?
ありません。
そっか。それじゃあ。
ゆうまくん、その子は。
I had a feeling he was gonna do that eventually.
兄さん、女の子を誘拐してきたの？
He's kidnapped a lolly. Call the police. Of course not. Don't be stupid. I took Tina home with me after that, and of course I'm greeted with baffled stares. Well, I'm also baffled by a couple of things, like what happened to her scythe and where her wings disappeared to. Anyways, I don't pursue that for now. Right, see, about this girl, she's,
はじめまして、恋の妖精です。
Don't say that! What? A perfectly normal girl, except that she just has a habit of daydreaming a little. We're already off to a bad start.
お名前はなんていうの？ティナです。ティナさん？日本人ではない。
There are a few characters in this game that don't have Japanese names. It seems like her father is British, so that makes her half Japanese. Alright, from here on out, it's either sink or swim. For everything other than her name, I need to come up with a credible cover story that will convince them.
で、そのハーフの可愛い子をどうして兄さんが連れてきたの？
Well, about that. I guess rather than making up strange lies, I should tell them the truth while omitting the inconvenient parts and then just play it by the ear. She was in that cardboard box.
入ってたって、どうして？
Dunno. If I had to guess, I'd say she probably ran away from home.
家で
Shh, Tina, stop it!
違うと言ってるけど。
But you did run away, right, Tina? Wink, wink, wink. It'd be great if you tried to back me up here.
家出ではなく、巣立ちの時を迎えただけです。
Okay, she sort of helped a little bit.
巣立ちなの？つまりは家出ですね。
Yeah, just a fancy way of saying it.
ですから違います。
Just go with it, Tina, please. Ha. Despite her denial, in Aoi-san and Konami's minds, the runaway scenario is falling into place, it seems.
でもどうして家出なんて。ティナさん、どうして？
With that, our gazes focus on Tina.
虐待。そう。きっとあれはそう呼ぶのだと思います。
Oh, Tina, are you finally embracing the lie?
虐待？ひどい。ティナちゃん、一体どんな辛い目にあったの？働けと言われました。
Uh-oh, I don't like where that's going.
働けだなんて残酷すぎる。
Doesn't the problem lie with the one who's told to work, in most cases?
ひなちゃんくらいの年なら。
With Tina's looks, it's indeed a doubtful question whether it's right to make her do physical labor. Well, I don't think that a Soul Reaper's appearance corresponds with their age, though. Ah, oi, Tina. You said something like your parents weren't around, didn't you?
はい。
So, aren't your parents worried about you?
はい。最初からいません。
Oh no.
最初からってどういうこと？何にしてもいろいろと訳ありなんだね。
Well, we're somehow blagging our way through this whole scenario. Anyway, it's kind of hard to leave her on the street, so I'd like her to stay here for the night as long as it's alright with you two.
私は構わないけれど。
Konami shifts her attention to Aoi-san. I may have basically steered the conversation so that it leads to that result, but in the end, it's naturally still Aoi-san's decision to make. Like she's gonna say no. So I shift my gaze towards Aoi-san just like Konami did.
今夜だけとか言わないで。いつまででもいていいから、ティナちゃん。
There you go, of course.
お世話になります。
Looks like I managed to make it work out somehow. Nice. In spite of Tina's unannounced intrusion, Aoi-san and Konami had miraculously also prepared Tina's share for dinner. And following that dinner that unusually had one more person sitting at the table.
ユーマさん、葵さんと恋をしましょう。
Yeah, I actually agree. I agree, don't you, Martin? I agree with that. Hi? In response to Tina's sudden statement, I pressed down on my temples to withstand the surging headache.
聞こえませんでしたか？葵さんを恋人にしましょう。
Just as expected from a Soul Reaper, it looks like she's lacking any common sense. Aoi-san is Konami's and my mother. You can't make your mother your girlfriend.
でも、美味しいご飯を作ってくれました。
It's just a simple reason like that. She's clearly a good wife, so you should definitely make her yours. And how is that supposed to relate to anything?
おすすめです。
Yare, yare.
恋人はご飯が美味しい方がいいんですよ。
I missed out on what I was supposed to say from the beginning. Listen, first and foremost, I don't have any plans of falling in love.
する気はない？
She makes a confused expression. I'm not interested in that. I'm pretty sure I told you before.
でしたら、どうして私を拾ってくれたのですか？
Because there's something I want to ask you.
恋愛相談ならいつでも受付中です。
So it tells me that's not the case. Ignoring her response, I proceed to cut to the chase that is entirely unrelated to love. There's a Soul Reaper I want to meet.
死神って何のことでしょう？私は恋の妖精です。
She's sticking to that story till the end, isn't she? That doesn't matter right now.
どうでもよくはないです。受付中なのは恋の妖精への質問だけです。
Soka. Looks like it won't be that easy to get her to tell me. It won't do any good if I anger her by being too pushy about it either. At present, Tina is my only lead after all. Yokatta. Then I'll forget about that for now.
では、恋愛相談をどうぞ。
No thank you. Look, I just told you I'm not the least bit interested in that.
ですが、私は恋の妖精なので、ユーマさんには恋をしてもらわないと困ります。
If that is what you really are, which we all doubt. Not my business. There's just nothing I could consult you on even if I wanted to.
そうですか。ねえ、小太郎、どうすればいい？
Oh my god, the little fox thing is gonna talk. Kotaro? Who is she talking to? Are you talking to that plushie resting on your head?
おっと、そうでした。いい機会ですから、 紹介しておきましょう。
I mean, I've been curious about him ever since I saw her the first time, because he's just been sitting on her head the whole time. Kind of hard to miss.
この子は小太郎。あなたの恋を助けるかわいい使い魔です。
He's incredibly adorable, that's what he is. Limply dangling down by being gripped on the neck, just like a cat, that plushie appears strangely pitiful. Well, what can I say? Doing something like naming your favorite plushie shows that you're surprisingly quite have a cute side to you.
違います。かわいいのは私ではなく小太郎です。
You both are, that's fine, right? Your taste is an entirely different story, though. That thing's quite an ugly cat. Oh, that's not true. I don't think that at all. What are you talking about?
めったなことを言うものじゃないです。あなた、殺されますよ。
Wow, she's threatening death upon me. What? I thought it was a cute familiar who was going to support my love.
そういう一面あるということです。この子はお茶目さんなんです。
I'm more and more getting the feeling that I'm talking to a silly little kid or something.
見てください、この勇姿。
Gallant might be a stretch. Amazing. He's basically oozing listlessness.
あなた、本当に殺されますよ。
And what exactly can a familiar that limply dangles from your head do to me?
聞いて驚くなかれです。この子は不思議な力を持っているんです。
Indeed. The kitty fox thing, yes. I think we all are quite enamored by the kitty fox thing. Like what exactly?
見てると癒されませんか？
Yeah, he's adorable. I almost succumbed to the urge to take the plushie from her head and throw it out the window. Not that I care, but in other words, that cat, Kotaro was it? The setting is that he's your familiar, right?
設定とか言わないでください。それに、猫じゃなくて、恐ろしい狼なんです。
A wolf? Kitty fox wolf cat thing. Is he fearsome or cute now? Make up your mind. I heave a sigh as I try to express my disinterest in this topic when someone knocks on the door.
兄さん、ちょっといい？ね、ティナちゃんのことでお話が。
Ah, yes. What to do with Tina-chan? That's gonna be the big topic now, isn't it? Both Aoi-san and Konami peek through the open door. Ah, Soka. Discuss? I guess it's only natural that there are quite some things she wants to ask after suddenly being entrusted with a girl of doubtful origin like Tina.
ね、ティナちゃんにどこで寝てもらうかなんだけど、私の部屋で一緒に寝るのでも構わないかなって。
Tina-chan, you are so lucky! So this is about where she's going to sleep? Seems I was wrong. She's just overflowing with goodwill. But isn't that going to inconvenience you, Aoi-san?
兄さん、そんなにティナさんを抱いて寝たいの？
No, dirty thoughts are bad, Konami. Don't think that.
お母さん、そういうのはちょっとどうかと思う。
You can't stick it in, Tina. Gomen. But I'll leave her to you then. Since it looked like I might have caused some strange misunderstandings at this rate, I quickly hand Tina over to her.
今日はもうお眠の時間です。
Could be. Actually, Tina already looks sleepy.
ティナさん、寝ちゃう前にお風呂へ入らないと案内してあげるから。それとも一緒に入る？
Oh, Tina. Tina, you're getting all the look, aren't you?
お風呂、ポカポカでお気に入りです。
Go do it then. Go have your bath.
それじゃあ一緒に入ろっか。ついでにトイレの場所とかも教えておくね。はーい。
Well, she's certainly fitting in perfectly, isn't she? A cheerful Tina leaves the room together with Konami. Sorry for suddenly bringing in a weirdo like her.
大丈夫。賑やかで楽しいもの。
Aoi, you are so full of goodwill. It's criminal that you're such a charming woman. I know I'm not really in any position to ask this, being the one who brought her here in the first place, but is it really okay to take her in so readily? That's already on a level beyond being careless, so I can't help but ask.
それなんだけど、ユウマくんはどう思う？
In what regard exactly?
やっぱり警察に相談したりした方がいいのかなって思うんだけど。
I guess that is the natural thing to assume of the story that they gave her. Eh? Police?
うん。
Well, that certainly makes sense. They're more... Frankly speaking, I can't tell what a Soul Reaper's age is, in spite of her looks. She could very well be over 100 years old. And even leaving that aside, there's no way she has a family register or anything of that sort in the first place. If we consulted the police in this situation, it's obvious that it would only serve to lead to all sorts of problems. I know... Judging by what she told us earlier, she seems to have her reasons for running away. I feel a bit uneasy about causing Aoi-san extra worries that otherwise could have been avoided, but... So, could you just let her be here until she voluntarily tells us something about her reasons and all that?
そっか。わかった。経緯もちゃんと知らないのに、それはまだ早かったよね。
Stick it in. That's what you should do. She can cook. She's got full of compassion and caring. She's perfect. Yeah, it's only natural for you to worry about that.
これでも一家の大黒柱だからね。
She's joking around again like that, but it's the fact that it's just going to put her out on one way or another. It's a bit vexing that I can't really say out loud, but I give her my thanks inside my mind.
それじゃあ、私も聞いてみるけど、ひなちゃんのこと何か聞き出せそうだったらお願いね。
Akata. I'll do that. But it comes as a surprise that she copes with the situation like a real adult. Well, she is an adult. She seems like I have a slightly better... I'm flubbing it. Seems like I have to slightly better my opinion of her in this regard.
でも、無理に聞いたりするのはダメだからね。ひなちゃん、ゆうまくんに懐いているみたいだし。
Attached for one reason that we can't really tell you. I don't think she is. But in retrospect, it might actually look that way from her perspective of others.
ああ、でも、それでいいのかな。こんな小さな子相手に、もしもゆうまくんが手を出しちゃったら。
Why on earth would you assume that? Rest assured, that's not going to happen. In the end, Aoi-san was simply being Aoi-san after all. The next morning,
ツンツン。
something is touching my cheek. Opening my eyes slightly, I am greeted by the blinding morning sun.
おはようございます。
Ohayo. Oh yeah, she's living with us now. She uses her small index finger to continuously assault my cheek.
まだ眠いですか？
She's incredibly cute, there's no denying that. Yeah, I'm more hungry than sleepy.
私もお腹空きました。
Then let's have breakfast. As I try to raise my body, I unexpectedly end up coming face to face with Tina. Where do you think you're sitting?
ゆうまさんのお腹です。お馬さんに乗ってるみたいです。パカパカ。
Oh my god, no, don't do this game, please. If you want to play horse, you'd have to get on my back and not on my belly, right? And why are you even here in the first place?
起こしに来てあげました。パカパカ。
Don't bounce so much, it's hard to breathe. And also, this position is sort of, because Tina is shaking her hips, the bed jolts with creaking sounds. God damn it. Oh no! Who's coming in to find this scene?
ゆうまくん、もう朝だよ。お母さん、今日は早めに家を出る。
Not Aoi-san! The worst person! Imagine what she's seeing it. No! Imagine what she's seeing from her view. He could well be on his dick. I see. So this is how a man who cheated on his girlfriend feels. I didn't really cheat on anyone, though.
朝からいい運動になりました。
You're just making it worse, Tina! Yeah, could you get off me for now, Tina?
ゆうまくん、ペットの運動ってどういうことなの？
He's so lewd. As I thought, she took it the wrong way. Ai-san, listen, this is,
お母さんね、別にそういうことがいけないとは思ってないの。
Wait, hold on a second. What? Ai-san, please! Oh, great. She isn't listening anymore.
ゆうまくんだって年頃だし、当然女の子にも興味あるものね。うん、それは分かってるよ。
Apparently, she doesn't understand at all.
でもね。
She's too young, goddammit. Aoi-san, who by now is almost in tears, slowly backs away.
よりにもよってそんな小さい女の子と。よくない。そういうのよくないよ。
Indeed. Yes, she's a soul reaper, so, you know, she's probably older than she looks, but still. There's appearances to keep up in this situation. How am I supposed to clear this misunderstanding? What did I do to deserve this? Or what did I do wrong to deserve this? It took me several of my precious morning minutes to completely clear the misunderstanding after that. God damn it, Tina.
なんだ、ひなちゃんがゆうまくんを起こしていただけだったのね。
I'm glad that you finally understand.
ゆうまくんを起こすのは私がやりたかったのにな。
I don't need anyone to wake me up to begin with.
そうそう、起こすのはティナちゃんに取られちゃったけど、いつものはさせてくれるよね。ね。
Chotto! She doesn't even give me a time to stop her. There's Tina. It's like, I knew there was something between them.
しちゃった。
Aoi-san has just kissed me on the cheek in front of Tina.
今日もいい天気だよ、ゆうまくん。張り切って月曜日頑張ろう。
Sure. I never got to know what your normal average mother is like. For that reason, I at least want to believe that this is all perfectly normal. Is Konami up?
まだぐっすり。
Figures. I honestly didn't expect anything else, but it looks like the miracle that she has got up by herself remains as an event that occurs once in 100 years or so.
急がなくていいから着替えたらコナミちゃんのことお願いね。
Ah, I'll do that.
もうすぐ朝ごはんもできるから後でティナちゃんも一緒に降りてきてね。
Ah, I'll take her along.
今日もゆうまくんが可愛いな。
Honestly, Tina could only naturally come to the conclusion that there's something between them. She leaves the room with that whisper leaking from her. Shotta.
葵さんは恋人にしないのではなかったのですか？
It's looking very girlfriend potential to me. I turn around to Tina, who has been silently watching the display of excessively motherly love this whole time. Motherly love this whole time. Listen, I'm telling you, she's my mother, not my girlfriend.
ですが漫画で読みました。チューをするのは恋人同士のはずです。
Lips, Tina, lips. Soul Reapers also read manga?
恋の妖精です。
Yeah, whatever. Regardless of what you are, you can't apply manga knowledge to reality.
そういうものですか？
Ah, そうだよ. As I declare that, Tina still looks like she doesn't quite agree, but she doesn't pursue it any further. Well then, let's get changed and wake up Konami now. Not in front of Tino. Konami-chan, I'm coming in. Oh my goodness, Konami-chan! You just said lewd, Martin, but this is lewd with caps. Lewd! You can lie down if you're still sleepy. She's got the see-through bottom of the dress, and it's just, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness me. In this groggy state, Konami uses a voice that is so honeyed, you normally can't even imagine her possessing it. And wherever you hear that voice, it's proof that her head isn't functioning properly yet. Getting up early is the one thing she's always been bad at. When did he ever give you a morning kiss? What's that supposed to be? That's Aoi-san's job, not mine. Wait, if you want to change, just say so before you start to undress. Are you okay? You're staggering pretty awfully. She's barely able to stand, as if she could collapse at any moment. So I think the lying down CG is gonna go into that little gap there. Man, you're hopeless. I'll give you 5 minutes. Can you walk to your bed? Oh, Konami, so cute. God damn. That's my head, though. She's standing on her shogi board. The fuck is happening? The thought that she's actually awake is inconceivable. But it's different when you're usually fooling around, so I guess she's really half asleep. Okay. You ready? I carry her in my arms and lay her onto the bed, just like a princess. The way she cozily settles into the bed is quite adorable, almost like a small animal. Only 5 minutes, you got that? I'll leave your uniform here. She answers in a voice that sounds as if she could very well continue sleeping for another 2 or 3 hours. I'm very much like that in the morning shifts at work. Having to get up I set my first alarm at 4:45, and then every 5 minutes it keeps going back off again until I have to wake up at 10 past. I could be very much like Konami here. You're making a very unladylike face there. A girl shouldn't look like that. I can't let other people witness Konami in this state. A sigh escapes me while I watch her sleep blissfully. Imagining that she might get a boyfriend sometime in the future, I kind of start to feel sorry for the guy. On top of that, there's one more cause for sighs today.
なるほど。葵さんではなく、コナミさんが恋人だったのですね。
No, this is even worse than Aoi-san. This is blood relation, okay? Wrong. Konami is my little sister.
妹?
In short, she's family just like Aoi-san, so she's out of the question.
おかしいですね。恋人のように見えたのですが。
Well, she's not wrong. I see there's something wrong with your eyes.
混乱してきました。違いがよくわからないです。
All her concept of love is being distorted. And you still managed as a love fairy. Impressive.
馬鹿にしていますね。恋についてはたくさん勉強しているんですよ。
By reading manga?
はい、3冊も読みました。
Wow. How are you meant to be a love fairy with that limited experience. Oh, what an exceptional feat. I'm so proud of you. But enough of that. Let's have breakfast now. It seems she's even more of a sham fairy than I thought she was.
ゆうくん、コナミちゃん、おはよう。
Ah, so now Mio gets to meet her. Ah, ohayo.
おはようございます、ミオさん。いや、あれ？そっちの可愛い女の子は？
Well, she's...
おはようございます。恋の妖精ティナです。昨日からしばらく一緒に暮らすことになりました。へえ、ティナ、よろしく。
Ah, good old Mio, taking this development in her stride.
はい、よろしくです。
Just that? That's all you have to say?
他に何かある？
Tina's self-introduction and everything was off on so many levels, I wouldn't even know where to begin. As always, quite the hotshot, aren't you?
ゆうくんに褒められちゃった。
Well, at the very least, half of it was indeed meant as praise.
あ、ティナちゃんに自己紹介がまだだったね。ゆうくんとコナミちゃんの幼馴染で、一ノ瀬ミオです。
Oh no, her manga logic is going to bring her to the... She's your girlfriend.
幼馴染ですか。
Yup.
そうだよ。一ノ瀬ミャオさんですね。覚えました。
Meow.
私も覚えたよ。
But Mio doesn't seem to mind it, so I guess I shouldn't either. By the way, why did you come along, Tina?
いけないですか？
Unrelated persons aren't permitted to enter the school grounds. Why don't you just stay at home? Admittedly, I get the feeling that it'd also be quite dangerous to leave her alone at home.
仕方ないですね。姿を消しておきます。
What? Tina, no!
消して？
Don't do that, Tina, please. Ah, right. She's half Japanese, which is why her Japanese can be a little weird at times. She probably meant she'll disappear from here going back home, right?
そういうことじゃありませんが。
You're not gonna get Tina to comply with you like that. Listen, just pretend to go home for now.
そうですか。では、話を合わせて家に戻ります。
Unhappy Tina is unhappy. Oh god. It's not like anyone would believe it anyway, but still, she's just way too careless. But I guess she really can become invisible, in spite of everything. She isn't a self-proclaimed love fairy just for show.
ひなさん、家に一人で大丈夫かな？
I'm worried too, but we still can't take her along, right?
ダメなのかな？
Yeah, as I said, she's an unrelated person. But let's leave that aside and finish our usual morning routine.
よろしくお願いします。
I lightly grip the hand that she tentatively holds out to me.
ミオさん、頑張ってください。クール受け、最高ですよね。クール受け。
God damn it, Mio. We continue our usual rehabilitation, walking the distance between two telephone poles. But today, I get the feeling that someone else is watching us. I might be imagining things. No, I guess I'm not. Well, yeah, the morning routine. Very suspicious.
おはようございます。おはようございます。おはよう、ゆりちゃん。
Ohayo gozaimasu, Tsukishima. Do you always run the Just Say Hello campaign on Mondays?
ええ、今の時期だけですけどね。
As expected of her, our Miss PMC chairwoman is taking her work as seriously as ever. Quite the difference from a certain love fairy I know. I'd like Tina to take a page from her book. I part with Mio and the others when we reach school and stop by the nearby courtyard. During lunch breaks and after school, this place becomes flooded with people, as it is one of the most popular spots at the school. But in the morning, there's basically no one around. Tina, come on out.
見えてはいけないのではなかったのですか?
Surprise! And I thought I told you to stay at home?
それよりも、ユウマさん、ユウマさん。
This girl isn't listening at all.
ユウマさんには何人の恋人さんがいるんですか?
And before you know it, she's having another one of her ridiculous misunderstandings.
葵さんにコナミさん、そしてミャオさん。
I told her that Aoi-san and Konami are family, and yet she still goes on about that. I see she's putting a lot of effort into ignoring what I'm telling her.
それに先ほどの月島ゆりゆりさんも綺麗な方でした。
Yuri Yuri? Who the heck is Yuri Yuri?
幼なじみも恋の定番ですから、ミャオさんも捨てがたいです。
What are you getting at?
可愛い人がいっぱいで、誰を選ぶか迷います。
Uh-oh, Tina's deciding that she's gonna do the harem route. You go, Tina. I'm starting to get a headache.
そうです、ユウマさん。いいことを思いつきました。
I can already vividly picture that her idea will turn out to be awfully ridiculous.
あの人たち全員を恋人にするのはどうでしょう?
Yep.
ユウマさんならできると思います。
Yuma is going to be the harem master. I don't even think there's a harem route in this game, so unfortunately I don't think this idea is going to land. Yep, my premonition just hit the nail on the head. Sorry, I'm not apt enough to manage that.
家に帰ったら可愛い女の子がたくさんいる生活、いいと思いませんか?
Nice maybe, but in realistically, it's not gonna happen or work out well at all. And you're telling me that's what you call love? Not like I'd care, since I'm not interested in love anyways. But this fairy is far more clueless than ever even I had imagined. Or expected.
ユウマさんは欲のない人なんですね。
It has nothing to do with that. Anyhow, look you. What is it? Is something the matter?
嫌な気配が。いえ、なんでもないです。
Oh no, is someone watching us? Ominous presence? What does she mean?
帰ります。
Ah, sure. It's better for me if you did, but...
眠くなったので、お家でお昼寝しますね。それでは。
Shoo! And she's gone. Apparently, love fairies have the luxury to do whatever springs to their minds. Well then, after seeing Tina off, I head to the infirmary for some minor business. As I walk through the hallway and tell myself that it's nothing important, and that I could just as well do it later.
めんどくさ。
Oh, is this, Nae? In response to an incredibly listless voice despite the fact that the week had just begun, I stopped my feet. Somewhat sympathizing with these feelings, I throw a glimpse towards the owner of the voice, and there...
まったく、一体誰よ。勝手に剥がして回って、金額の修正だけじゃ済まないじゃないのよ。こっちはスクープ記事を作らなきゃならないってのに。もう。
I happened to witness an irrefutable scene of crime. Hey, you over there!
何よ、うっさいな。忙しいんだから話しかけないでよ。
Ah, I think this is the last romance option, I think. It's not like I actually want to talk to you, but I figured a word or two regarding that poster is in order.
はあ？何よ、一言って。あんたは浅場ユーマ
The culprit who's caught right in the act literally jumps away from me after taking a second to look at me.
いつの間に私の背後を。新聞部のポートレートアサシンと恐れられる月島花子ともあろうものが何たる深く。
Port? What was it?
ポートレートアサシンよ、ポートレート。結構気に入ってるんだから放っておいて。
Leave me alone. Okay. So I have a question for the newspaper club's pandemonium.
ポートレートアサシンだってば。
Who cares?
よくないわよ。ちゃんと呼びなさいよ。
I love her. She's got a load of spunk. It seems she desperately wants to be called by that port something name. Leaving that aside, there's something I want to ask you.
何よ。言ってみなさい、浅場優馬。
Your name was Tsukishima Hanako, right? The familiar family name Tsukishima caught my attention.
何よ。私の名前に文句でもあるわけ。
No, it's just that there's another Tsukishima in the same year as me, and it got me curious.
ユーリは私の妹。双子なのよ。一卵性ソーセージってやつ。
Aha, I see. So that's what this is about. She's your Emoto? Ah, right. So mentioned something like that. However, on that day, Tsukishima seemed as if she didn't want to talk about this topic. If you're twins, that means you're in the same year as me then, huh?
それがどうしたってのよ。
Nothing. That doesn't really matter. What I want to talk about is that poster.
はあ？これがなんだっての？
Why did you make it?
あらら、三早学園のカリスマ浅場優馬が私に興味津々？
別に。
少しぐらい興味持ってよ。放っておかれるのも寂しいじゃない。
Oh, I feel bad. Kind of. Never mind that. Instead, take down all the posters you put up within the school building, and I mean right now.
何よ、そんな怖い顔したって我が新聞部は屈しないんだからね。
I don't know, maybe Yuma is an advocate of gender equality. He wouldn't hesitate to get violent. Probably not, because he wants to make everyone happy, doesn't he? I have no recollection of having made an angry face. Do I really have that much of an angry look on my face?
正しい報道、真実を皆に伝えるのが私の役目。
This isn't news. First of all, calm down, Hanako-chan.
花子って呼ばないで。今度その名前で呼んだらあんたのことを社会的に抹殺してやるわよ。
Oh, that's a threat. She's making threats. Can I get her in trouble for that? Then how am I supposed to call you? If I called you Tsukishima, there'd be no way to differentiate you from your sister.
花子以外だったら別に何でもいいわ。
Is there anything else? Then Pillbug works too?
人間ですらないじゃない。そもそもどうしてその名前が出てきたのよ。
Oh, shit. Your riposts come pretty fast, Hanako.
だから花子言うな。月島よ、月島花子。
And that's exactly why I'm calling her Hanako. What's her problem?
ああ、もういいわ。そうやって澄ました顔でいられるのも今のうち。
First angry, and now I look unruffled?
いつか絶対あんたのスキャンダルをスクープしてやるんだからね。覚えておきなさいよ、浅場優馬。
Okay, Hanako.
だから花子って言うな。
Oh man. The psyched up Hanako leaves with an angry look on her face. In the end, I couldn't even ask her the reason she made those posters. Gotta say, compared to Tsukishima, she's basically like the polar opposite. Be that as it may, why doesn't Tsukishima want to talk about her older sister? Because she's the sister of a culprit who made the posters? Well, it's natural that you wouldn't want to come straight out that someone from your family caused someone else problems. But considering Tsukishima's personality, I feel like she'd come to apologize instead. Although it's like there's something about it that doesn't quite add up. For the time being, I push Hanako's matter to the corner of my mind. But that aside... What the hell? You will receive the bounty in exchange for the target. Capture him alive and bring him to the newspaper club. Eh? Nani? On top of that, the bounty went up again compared to last week. What I just learned is that there's no point in discussing this with Hanako. That means I really wanted to avoid this if I could help it, but it's the only option left now. Guess I'll take it down. And so, to utilize this last option, I'm now in front of the student council room.
Hi hi! どうぞ!
Aha, we've got to see Anne again! Sureshimasu!
おう、ゆうまくん遊びに来てくれたの?
No, I came to ask you something.
聞きたいこと?
Oh man, look at that big King Nya plush. Yeah, because this is from the same author who did a Mashiro Iro Symphony, was it? I show her the poster I had removed. That cat is like the mascot character for that author's visual novels. It's about this here.
あれ? 値段が上がってる?
That doesn't matter right now. The question is, why was it put up again?
なんかすごい大量に作っちゃってるらしくて、金額とかだけ書き換えて使ってるみたいね。
Well, she's certainly resourceful and thinking about the environment, at least that's something. Then can't you just your approval?
許可を?
Strictly speaking, there's also the copyright and related rights to consider.
もちろんそれはわかるんだけどね。あんまり言って聞いてくれる子じゃないから。
Report her to the authorities, get her arrested. You can do that, right? I can imagine. The image of Hanako flashes through my mind. Even if it's the student council president speaking, I can't really picture her listening so easily. Just so you know, personally, I don't really care about it. Admittedly, it does leave a bad taste in the mouth, though.
というと?
There is a chance that I might to spark a backlash on someone else.
他の人? まさか恋人とか?
Why is it that she leans forward so much at that? Is it something that's that important to her? No, my little sister entered this school this year. I can't allow a poster to cause trouble for her.
へえ、妹か。どんな子? かわいい?
Oh yeah, she is very, very cute. I won't tell you.
何よ、ケチ。
Mean. Sulking won't get you anywhere. So, is there anything you can do?
そうね。じゃあ、取引をしましょう。
A deal?
ゆうまくんがここにサインをしたら、全部解決しちゃうかもよ。
Whatever you do, Yuma, don't just sign it. Read it. Inspecting the paper she handed suddenly thrust before me, I find that it's a membership application to the student council. Just out of curiosity, どうして?
ね、そもそも承認のハンコをしちゃったのも、人手が足りないから忙しくてついって言ったよね。
Yeah, you did.
ゆうまくんが生徒会に入ってくれたら、根本的な問題が解決しちゃうかもしれないんだけどな。
That would solve the problem at hand, though.
そこはそれ。言うこと聞かないと、本年度の部費がどうなるか分かってるんだろうな。おう。
Ah, yes. Threats. Yes, that might work. Isn't that basically blackmail?
まあね。だからできればやりたくないの。でも、君が手に入るなら悪事にも手を染めちゃうよ。
Why do you want me to join this badly? I don't even have any experience as a student council member.
初めてなら、私がたっぷり教えてあげる。
Oh, saying that when she's leaning in like that. Ooh, oh my. Especially because she's got her collar loose. Oh my goodness. How lewd.
何？その何言ってんだこの人みたいな顔。
Amazing! You can read my mind!
もう本気で誘っているのにな。それでどう？この取引は。
I decline. I don't want you to do something morally wrong, and I can't join the student council anyway.
なんで？沢田先生のお手伝いがあるから？
That's also one of the reasons, but don't invite people with motivation into the student council. After all, it is supposed to represent the whole student body. Only those who want to work for the students and for the school's sake should be let onto the student council. And ideally, they should apply of their own accord instead of being nominated by the student council president. I already have my hands full with the people around me and myself. I'm not suited to this kind of important work.
へえ、そっかそっか。ただ単にやりたくないってだけじゃないのね。
You got that right.
うん、わかった。やっぱり真面目だね、ゆうまくんは。
I mean, it could have been very easy for him to just say yes and then not really care. Good on him, though. Say whatever you want. I don't really get what was so funny, but she praises me while snickering.
でもそうなると、あのポスターの件はどうしよっか。
Can't you give the newspaper club a fair warning?
それはもちろんできるけど、あんまり期待しないでね。
There's no way a person like Hanako will let that get her down or prevent her from doing what she's out to do. Alright. We're talking about Hanako here after all, so that's only natural. Sorry to cause you extra work, but I'll leave it to you then.
もともとこっちのミスでもあるんだし、ゆうまくんの頼みならどんと任せて。でも。
Is there some sort of problem?
私を下の名前で呼んでくれたらもっと頑張るんだけどな。
She is awfully insistent, isn't she? Your first name?
ちなみにゆうまくんを役員にすることは諦めてないからね。
And right after I told her that I don't want to, she isn't the type who listens to what people tell her, it seems. It strikes me that most of the girls you know don't seem to want to listen to what you tell them.
さあほら呼んでみて。その瞬間から私たちは今度こそ友達だよ。
I'll be taking my leave then, Jinpo senpai.
もうゆうまくんのケチ。
Aww. And with that howling voice as background music, I leave the student council room behind me.
ユーマ、今朝は教室来るの遅かったな。
Well, a lot of things happened, and in the end, I paid the student council room a visit.
なんだ、うちの会長に会ったのか。
Well, yeah, but why are you surprised? I believe you told me to meet her before.
ユーマのことだから、自分から会いに行くことはないだろうと思ってたんだけどな。
Quite a reasonable expectation to have, to be fair. What he says is right, I guess. If I hadn't been for the case at hand, it's highly unlikely that I would have gone to meet her. Pardon me. However, now that I did, I must say I can't quite grasp, or rather understand, her personality. Say, what kind of person is Jinpo senpai?
おいおい、なんだよ。お前も会長のことが気になってるのか？
As well? What do you mean?
うちの会長は黙ってればいい女だろ。だから興味を持つ男たちも多いんだよ。
I mean, to be fair, she seems like a fun type of girl, you know, it'd be quite interesting to be dating her. I heard the same thing at the infirmary before. Apparently, she's generally considered to be pretty cute as long as she keeps her mouth shut. Maybe it's because of the unusual way we met in the first place, but I didn't take notice of her looks that much. It's not that I'm interested in her, it's just that she invited me to join the student council.
やっぱりか。
That's why I want to know a way to clearly turn her down so that she gives up on that.
それは無理な相談だな。
I didn't think that was the case. He clearly turned me down. Seems I asked the wrong person.
間違えたって。一応これでも 生徒会副会長なんだぞ、俺。
Yeah, then tell me a way to turn her down.
ない。
Isn't there someone more useful around?
おーい、ユーマ。目をそらさないでくれ。
Well, you're useless. As I survey the classroom, all the while ignoring So's whining, Tsukishima enters the classroom with just the right timing. And I like those little animations where she opened... It did actually look like she opened the door. Tsukishima, ka? Right, asking won't hurt. Unlike So, she might be able to give me some accurate advice. Oi, Tsukishima!
あれおさばくん、どうかした？
God damn. Apparently, saying Tsukishima triggered my Alexa for some reason. Don't know if you heard that. I just heard talking, I'm like, eh? And I just saw Alexa was on. It's like, God damn it. There's something I want to talk to you about.
少し待っててくれる？今ちょっとミオのことで。
Oh no, what happened to Mio? Mio? Is there something wrong with her?
少しね。
I guess a guy must have accidentally bumped into her or something. Hmm? In response to her questionable demeanor, I tilt my head in puzzlement. I see, so that's what it was about. Tsukishima averts her eyes embarrassedly. I take out the contents of the paper bag she avoids looking at and line them up on the table one by one. At first glance, it's just a regular manga, but if you look again, the atmosphere produced by the cover extinguishes that thought. Dog, stay.
それは首輪をつけた男の子がね。
Oh god, it's these sorts of novels, isn't it? I don't want your explanation. Sequel, Blue Line.
それは前編がすっごく濃厚な。
I'm telling you, I don't want your explanation.
そうだよね。
In short, these are boys' love manga, and pretty hardcore ones at that. My head is starting to hurt.
花ちゃんが貸してくれたの。
Hana-chan? Who's that supposed to be?
これって花から借りたの？
Hanako. So even Hanako has that interest, eh? Do you and that girl often lend each other manga?
借りてばかりだけど、男の人になれるにはまず二次元からだって。
So this is why Mio is so into boys' love then. Hanako gave her boys' love manga, pretty hardcore ones, to try and get her used to men, but all it's done is give her fantasies about that and still afraid of men. She's clearly going to be a difficult case.
二次元って。
It sure is 2D, but I take one volume and flip through the pages. There spreads a world of men exchanging French kisses, drawing strings of saliva between them.
うさばくん、そういうのに興味あるの？
Hell no! Slam the book. Tsukishima throws a dreadful question at me while I gaze at the manga out of dispassionate curiosity.
ゆうくんも読む？
Don't jump to stupid conclusions. Keeping Mio's burst of excitement in check, I softly closed the manga to prevent stimulating that boy's love lover any further. Sokka. So this is the reason you've been making such a troubled face, huh?
そういうこと。しかもまさか身内が絡んでたなんて。
Family?
私の双子の姉よ。花子って言うんだけど。
Ah, so that makes for Hana-chan. Finally, the pieces fall into place. Wait, so then that means Hanako is into this kind of stuff?
とにかくミオはこんなの読んじゃダメ。漫画は没収するからね。
It's just gonna corrupt you.
どうして？内容が不健全だから。それに教室へ漫画を持ち込むのは禁止よ。
Ah, yes, the PMG chairwoman.
そんなひどいよ、ゆうりちゃん。
Don't you think confiscating this is going a bit too far?
ちょっと浅葉くん、変なページを見せないで。
Eh? What about this is supposed to be? Inspecting the page myself makes me realize that I just showed her a full-blown male-on-male sex scene. So lewd.
もう浅葉くんって最低。
He just saw a French kiss and thought, that's probably the worst of it. What, you mean this thing? And then just like, whoops. Plundering the last remaining volume from my hand, Tsukishima returns to her seat. The thought that she just might resemble Hanako when she's angry crosses my mind while I gaze at her back.
持っていかれちゃった。
Starting now, I'll be calling you a closet pervert for the rest of the day to serve you as your punishment.
どうして？
Because you're the main reason why the one person who could have helped solve my problem is angry at me now. Hey, are you listening?
ゆうくんは糸を引くキスとかしたことあるの？
Sorry, Mio's already gone down the rabbit hole. There's no pulling her out now. Quiet, closet pervert. Alright.
セーブ画面です。
That's actually 2 hours. Ooh, I got quite into this.
セーブすんの？セーブしたよ。
So yeah, I'm gonna do a quick BRB and then we will go with Sakuna, Rice and Ruin. So this stream will go a bit longer than I originally intended, so I hope you look forward to the extra like half an hour or so of Sakuna.
なんだ、もう終わりか？
So, be back shortly guys. Stick around.